Hi friends, welcome to AIMS Today YouTube channel. You are watching NEET Foundation Biology Plant Nutrition. In this video, we are going to discuss about autotrophic nutrition. The process of taking in food and using it for growth, metabolism and repair is called nutrition. The mode of nutrition, depending upon how the organism obtained energy for preparing food material, the mode of nutrition in organism is basically classified into two main types: autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic mode of nutrition: when an organism prepared their own food and does not depend on any other organism, the organism is called autotroph and the nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition. In this autotrophic nutrition, the organism prepares their own food. Depending upon how the organism prepare its food, what is the source of energy used in the preparation of food, autotrophic nutrition is further divided into two categories: photoautotrophs, which synthesize the food material by utilizing solar energy or sunlight. Green plants, algae and some bacteria come under this category, photoautotrophs. And chemoautotrophs, certain bacteria prepare their food by using the energy released from the chemicals, or we can call it as chemosynthesis. Certain non-green bacteria, that is sulfur bacteria, is an example for this kind of nutrition. This is photoautotrophic nutrition, where sunlight is using source of energy. Let us discuss in detail about the mode of nutrition, photoautotrophs. Photoautotrophic mode of nutrition is the process of formation of food by the process of photosynthesis. Photo means light, synthesis means preparation of food material in the presence of sunlight. In this process, the organism used sunlight as a source of energy along with carbon dioxide and water. So this equation represents the process of photosynthesis: carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll converted into glucose, and oxygen is released during this process. An organism that follows such mode of nutrition is called as photoautotroph. Example, algae and green plants. Here this picture represents the photosynthesis, where the leaf containing chlorophyll traps the light energy from the sunlight, and water obtained through the roots, the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere enters the site of photosynthesis through stomata, and the process takes place. It's a photochemical reaction takes place, and sugar is produced or sugar is formed. During this process, oxygen is released and the sugar finally converted to starch and stored in the different parts of the plant. So here photosynthesis is the process by which plants, green bacteria and some protistans like euglena use the energy from the sunlight and synthesize the food material. This process is called photosynthesis. Next, food making process, how the photosynthesis occur. For plants to perform photosynthesis, they require light energy from the sun, water and carbon dioxide. Water is absorbed from the soil into the cells of roots. The water passes from the root system to the xylem vessels in the stem until it reaches the leaves. The carbon dioxide is absorbed from the atmosphere through pores in the leaves called stomata. So, the process of photosynthesis requires water absorbed through the roots, reach the site of photosynthesis leaves, the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere reach the leaves through stomata, and sunlight is observed by the chlorophyll present in the leaves, and the process of photosynthesis takes place. During this process, oxygen is released and the sugar is formed. Further, food making process photosynthesis, the carbohydrate which is produced in this process is ultimately converted to insoluble form, starch, and stored into the leaves. From leaves, it is transported to the parts of plants. Starch is a type of carbohydrate. The oxygen is produced is also released into the atmosphere through stomata. That's why leaves are known as the kitchen of the plant or food factories of plants, because photosynthesis takes place in leaves. Let us see the structure of leaf, how it is supporting the process of photosynthesis. If you take the transverse section of leaf, the leaf is showing two surfaces, upper epidermis and lower epidermis. The upper epidermis is covered by cuticle. Lower epidermis possesses several gaps called stoma or stomata. And the tissue present inside the leaf is called a parenchyma tissue known as mesophyll tissue. This mesophyll is divided into two parts, upper palisade parenchyma, lower spongy parenchyma. The palisade parenchyma consisting of a large number of chloroplasts embedded inside, and the spongy parenchyma also possesses the chloroplast, and it possesses several gaps or air spaces are present in order to accommodate the air which enter into the leaf. The air rich in carbon dioxide is trapped in these gaps. Next, in the middle of the leaf, there are vascular bundles are present. These vascular bundles are made up of xylem tissue and phloem tissue. In this way, the structure, the carbon dioxide from atmosphere enters into the leaf and trapped in this spongy parenchyma. The light present in the atmosphere is trapped by the chloroplast or the chlorophyll present in this palisade parenchyma, and the water absorbed from the roots is carried to the leaf through this xylem tissue, and after the process of photosynthesis, the starch which is formed in the leaf is carried by this phloem tissue to different parts of the plant. This is the organization which helps the plants to undergo photosynthesis. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel.